Welcome to Fantasy and Enchantment, where I describe fantasy books to my husband and see if he's enchanted.
Spoiler alert, I'm not fucking enchanted on this one.
My name is Sarah.
I'm Justin.
We are back with part 2 of Crescent City, House of Sky and Breath, the second one. The blue one.
The blue one.
Justin's having a great time. Let's do content warnings first. We swear a lot.
A bunch.
A bunch, yeah. Spoilers for the book, obviously.
Also, if you're listening to this, you already heard the first half, theoretically, so you know this already.
Well, yeah, but I'm just covering bases here. That way no one gets mad at us. We're like, I didn't know that happened. Well, why?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
So we've had some time to reflect on this, because we broke this up. It's 2 separate episodes. We recorded this 2 separate times. In the week that I've had to reflect, I think I've decided I fucking hate this book.
Okay.
It's way too long. There's too many people. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. I feel like I'm trying to watch a Star Wars movie or a Marvel movie. There's so many characters. There's so much garbage. I'm fucking done with it. So let's just get through this shit. Because is this the last one? Tell me there's not another one right now.
There's another one. There's
God
3.
Damn it.
And this is the second one.
Fuck me.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'll have to sit through another one after this.
We're going to do a quick recap just to make sure.
Make sure that I remember anything. I've tried to wipe it from my memory as much as possible.
But here we are.
Hit me.
Okay. Rune, do you remember him?
Yeah.
Agent Daybright, they're having like mental conversations.
Right.
Sophie was a Thunderbird. She's dead.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Got it.
She had those numbers carved into her arm. So they're trying to figure that out. And then her little brother, Bryce, found him.
Yep.
Bryce's parents adopted him, so he's safe now.
Yeah. Not a Pokemon.
Not a Pokemon, also.
Got it.
When we ended last time, Bryce and Hypaxia had been attacked. The dragon bodyguard ran away.
Just bounced.
Yeah, just bounced. She's gone. Ethan got hurt, but Hypaxia is going to help him out, so he'll be fine.
Okay.
Let's jump back into it.
Let's do it.
Bryce has decided that she wants to renounce her title as princess.
Can you just do that?
She's got to figure it out. It's kind of difficult.
Fuck this shit. I'm not princess anymore. She's going to run off with an American guy and go overseas.
Sure.
And kind of like the monarchy, like what's going
Meghan
on.
And
yeah.
Harry and Meghan.
Meghan and that funny looking guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Them. She's doing that, but she's the princess, so
Right.
it's got to go the other way.
Daybright and Ruin agree to have like an in-person meeting because they've been flirting a lot. They're into each other.
Of course they are. Everybody's fucking.
So they're going to try to meet at the mating ceremony for Celestina and Ephraim. Do you remember them?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the mating ceremony. Hard to forget.
Okay.
We're going to have a ceremony for fucking.
I mean, they're not going to fuck at the ceremony. It's a celebration of their...
It's not like a live in-person
No, that's
dicking
not...
down.
No,
That's not what we're doing.
not what it is.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that would be more fun.
So...
Like a nudie booth. You tip them when they do something that you like.
What?
Let me see that butthole. Throw a quarter at them or something. No?
No.
Okay.
But they're going to go to the mating ceremony. Bryce and Hunt are both going to go.
It seems like the kind of thing you'd take a date to. What with all the fucking and all.
Bryce has figured out how to renounce her title, but she told Hunt that he's probably not going to like it. So they're at the mating ceremony. Bryce is arm in arm with Hunt. Bryce strode right up to the dais where the archangel sat. No one called her out for it. Hunt followed her and Cormac, and Rune noted the Autumn King's face and moved closer too. Bryce and Cormac bowed before the archangels. Celestina's brows high. Bryce said, "My congratulations to you both. And we extend our wishes to you too," Celestina said. "Thank you. Prince Hunt and I plan to be quite happy. Hunt and I are mates." So she's announcing to the archangels present that Hunt and her are officially mates. And because that's like a big deal to them, and Celestina then gives them her blessing, she says, "I bless your union." The Autumn King cannot override that by making her marry somebody else.
Okay, so that kicks out the guy who she was betrothed to.
Yes, Cormac is no longer her fiancé.
Okay.
But Cormac is a little mad because the deal that they had made it clear that Bryce was at least going to give him a heads up that something was happening.
And she was just like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not going to fuck that guy.
Yeah, right.
Do we ever find out, were there, like, so her dad set everything up for her to marry this guy.
Yeah.
Was he getting anything out of that deal? Because a lot of times in these kinds of stories where there's a king and he's pawning off his daughter, there's something in return. Like he's getting 15 goats or some chickens or some shit. Is her dad getting some chickens out of the deal?
No.
So he's just pimping his daughter.
He's pimping out his daughter, and his mind, it's going to strengthen their bloodline. And that's really all he's concerned with, because he wants their bloodline to be more powerful. That's all he wants.
That's stupid.
Ever.
So he really doesn't get anything out.
Nope.
No goats, no chickens.
Also, no bloodline stuff, because she's not fucking him.
Yeah, that's over. Okay.
So, Hypaxia officially meets her sister, her half-sister, for the first time, the Hind.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Names all sound familiar. It's hard because why are there so many goddamn characters and so many stupid names?
This series has a lot of people, a lot of names, a lot of shit.
It's too much.
Okay.
Narrow this down. Dial it in.
I am trying for your sake.
I
You
know.
have to read this.
I'm saying this is my theory. Obviously, we know that Sarah Maas is listening. So I'm just telling her in the future, dial it back on some of these characters. It's too complicated.
Okay. Rune and Daybright were supposed to meet at the mating ceremony. That meeting doesn't happen. It just doesn't work out.
He gets ghosted.
He's not really ghosted. Like, they were going to meet by this, like, statue or fountain or whatever, but then the hammer walked around the corner.
The hammer!
And it was like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. Because they don't want to get caught meeting.
Got it. It's still secret.
Still
Are they still talking in their heads to each other as this is all going on?
Not as it's happening, but they will later.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like an episode of Catfish with those two.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
They should call him Neve.
Okay.
It's a catfish joke.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay. For those of you not informed, watch MTV's Catfish. Hi, Neve. I know you're watching.
Oh.
Listening. Whatever.
Are you done?
I'm done for now.
Okay.
I'll be back for more.
I know you will. So, Bryce and Hunt sneak off to, like, find a closet or a bathroom to fuck in.
Of course they're fucking in a closet.
Hunt, like, finds this locked door and he's like, oh, watch this. Look how tough I am. And he pushes it open and he walks in on Celestina and Hypaxia. So the two of them are fucking. So not only is Celestina being mated to this angel that she doesn't really have any interest in, she's also probably not interested in guys at all.
She's scissoring?
I mean, that's not what they were doing.
I'm just
but-
asking. I'm trying to get a picture here.
Okay. Anyway,
It's not like he walked in and she was balls deep in another girl. Like something had to be going on.
I think they were just making out and
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Not tongue punching her box or something.
Stop. But Bryce makes it clear to Celestina, like, we're not going to rat on you. We're not going to say anything. I'm a woman also in this terrible society. I'm on your side. We should support each other.
Also, kind of just rained on her parade. She thought she was about to get dicked down in a closet and then stumbled into a whole situation where now she's not going to get to.
Yeah. She's going to have to wait.
Gonna have to wait for her dicking down.
After the ceremony ends, Daybright and Rune meet again, mentally. And, I'm sorry I missed you. And then Daybright's like, no, we should never do that again. We're not going to try to meet in person. That's really dangerous. We shouldn't have done it in the first place.
We'll just keep Skyping.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Apollyon, the Prince of Hell, one of the princes.
1L.
1L, yes.
He's a real jabroni, this guy.
He contacts Bryce again. He says, you have to use the horn on her back, remember?
Yeah, tattoo on her back.
And open the
I don't know
rift.
why they call it a horn, but apparently it's a horn.
Well, because it was originally a horn.
Was it a horn like a trumpet that you play, or was it a horn like a bull's horn?
It was like an animal horn
Okay.
that had just been made magical, and then Danica had it ground down into powder.
Yeah, well, I remember all of that. I guess I just never really...
It was an actual
I never really put together if it was like a trumpet or something, like an instrument horn or an animal horn.
Okay. Does that clarify a little?
Yeah, I just, sometimes I need to get clarification on things, and sometimes I forget to ask.
Okay.
Animal horn.
Animal horn.
Got it. Mystical animal, dragon,
It's never.
bull,
I don't remember.
just the horn.
It's just a horn.
Okay.
But he says use the horn and open the rift.
Toot your horn.
Okay. Too much, Justin.
Toot toot.
We got a lot to get through.
God damn it. Fuck this book.
I'm still in the same sentence in my notes. Stop.
I'm fucking up your world over here.
Yes, you are.
Well,
Oh,
giving the people what they want. They're here for me. Okay.
Can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
He confirms he didn't send the Reapers that attacked Bryce and Ruin like forever ago. I don't know if you remember that.
It may as well have been a different book. I don't know.
Okay. He didn't do that. And then Hypaxia, because she's a necromancer, she's trying to summon Connor, Ethan's brother, because that was a deal her and Ethan made.
Yeah.
But instead, she summons the Underking, who's fucking pissed.
Also, hypaxia sounds like a cleaning chemical.
Okay.
There's a stain on the carpet. Go get the hypaxia.
Okay. Bryce and Cormac have like a confrontation where he's like, I'm pissed that you didn't tell me you were breaking off the engagement. Also, I know that you're keeping something from me. Tell me what you know. And then she goes, okay, we found Emil. He's safe. You don't have to worry about him. Just please don't go looking for him.
Also, I'm not marrying your ass.
Well, yeah, I think he's got that part figured
Put
out
that
by
together.
now.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, at least he doesn't have to pay for a wedding. Shit's expensive.
Hypaxia and Ethan decide to go to this other temple because they've got all these different gods in their religion. One of them is where the horn was. There's a different one, and it's called Urd's Temple.
Okay.
U-R-D. Urd.
Okay. Turd's temple, more like.
Okay. And they get there, and the Underking, who rules the Bone Quarter, you remember him?
Yeah.
He's at the temple.
Just hanging out?
Just hanging out, waiting for them, setting a trap.
Oh.
We find out that the dragon that ran away, she
Yeah.
has joined a fight club in
Fight Club.
in the
With Brad Pitt.
meat market.
Terrible movie.
I liked it. Oh, you're probably the only person who doesn't like that movie.
I didn't like that movie at all. I turned it off. Thought it was stupid.
Did you even get to the part with Meatloaf?
No. I do love Meatloaf.
Meatloaf is in that movie.
I love Meatloaf.
I
He
know.
would do anything for love, but he
And he
won't do that.
Also, his name is Robert Paulson.
His name is Meatloaf.
That's from the
Also,
movie.
he's dead.
He is dead. But
I got to see him live before he died. And when he first came out, the first song, I was like, oh shit, Meatloaf's lost a step. He is really struggling. But by the second song, he tuned it in and it was so fucking good. It was like listening to the CD. Rest in peace, Meatloaf. I know you're listening. Other side.
okay. Are you done?
I miss Meatloaf.
Oh, I got that.
Can we do a book about Meatloaf?
I don't have any books about Meatloaf. I'm
There's-
very sorry.
Hey, Sarah Maas, write a book about Meatloaf.
Okay. Therian is at the meat market. He meets with the Viper Queen. That's when he finds out about the dragon.
Sorry, I just thought about Meatloaf in one of these books fucking people.
I looked over and he was like trying not to laugh.
Just Meatloaf with big fucking bat wings and just fucking everybody he could find. He would do that for love. Alright, sorry, I couldn't hold back. Mental picture was just Meatloaf fucking, and I can't let that go.
Damn it. Okay. Is it out of your system?
It is now. I had to say it.
Okay. The Viper Queen tells Therian to call his friends, and he does, and they're not answering. And that's because Bryce and Hunt and Hypaxia and Ethan are at this temple, and then the Underking is just setting a trap for him because then Pippa comes in, the leader of the rebel group,
Yeah.
and
Stupid name.
stupid name, they start fighting, they're trying to get away. Baxian shows up, the Hellhound.
Yeah.
He tries to help them out. Bryce runs off really quick. She's like, I'm gonna try something. She manages to leave, comes back, and she's like all out of breath. And she was like, I think we're gonna be fine. And then what she did was she managed to, I think, teleport outside to one of those gates that she used to do the drop.
Okay.
And she's changed her voice, but she said the rebel group is here in the city at Urd's temple. And so that alerted all the angels and whatever to come to the temple to arrest Pippa. So no more Pippa.
Well, good riddance. She had a stupid name. She'll probably be back later, huh?
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, okay. Good. She should have shot her with her titty lasers.
I'm glad you remember that, at least.
Oh, how do you forget about titty lasers?
Baxian shows Bryce and Hunt this like secret room that leads out of the temple. And while they're going through this tunnel to this secret room to get out, Bryce turns on him and it's like, what is your deal? I can't figure you out. Whose side are you on? Why are you trying so hard to help us? He reveals that he was Danica's mate.
Oh.
He's got a little tattoo that says, through love all is possible. which was Danica's thing. Remember, she had a leather jacket. And
Yeah,
she
he
did
could have
the
just got her name tattooed or something.
Well, name tattoos are stupid.
I mean, I agree, but
I'm not putting your name anywhere on me.
no, that's a bad idea.
Bad
Don't do
idea,
that.
guys.
Don't tattoo it. I am covered in tattoos.
No names, though.
No names. Fuck that.
Yeah. Also, he reveals that Sabine, Danica's mom, is afraid of him, so that's handy. Cause
Why? Is he scary?
Big tough dog, yeah.
He's a dog?
Well, he's a dog shifter.
Oh, okay.
He's the hellhound.
Hellhound.
Yeah.
That's right. He's a pro wrestler too. They're all pro wrestlers. All the cool ones are.
Okay. I'm glad you think Baxian is cool.
I mean, it's got a cool name at least. The Hellhound and the Hammer, those are cool names.
Okay.
Stick with those names, not Hypaxia.
Okay.
You're not getting the Hellhound to clean up a stain on the carpet. You're getting Hypaxia.
Okay. And then he says that the numbers on Sophie's arm, Sophie got those numbers from Danica, and Danica got them from him. They're somewhere at the Asteri Temple where they live.
What do those numbers mean?
We are almost there.
Okay. Is it the number of the beast?
No?
No?
Do you know why Sophie might have felt the need to carve a series of numbers and letters on herself while she drowned? It's a system of numbering rooms used in only one place on Midgard, the Asteri Archives. And how do you know that? Because I gave it to Danica. So because Baxian works with the Asteri, he's got access to this place.
Okay.
That's how Danica got it. And that's how Danica was able to give it to Sophie. So the numbers reference a route. It's like a library cataloging system. Like the Dewey Decimal
I was just about to say, it's the Dewey Decimal System that she carved into her fucking arm.
Yes.
Stupid.
References like a certain hallway and a certain shelf and a certain book, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So we now know what the numbers mean.
Why didn't they just put down the name of the book?
One, I think there ends up being more than one book. And two, I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, I tried.
Gotcha.
I tried. Oh well. Moving on. Declan pulls up the security footage from the Asteri Temple, and he finds footage of Sophie going into part of the archives. And she comes out, and she's like visibly shaken. She's really pale. She's all freaked out. So clearly, whatever she found got her all fucked up.
Okay. So she read a fancy book that got her all fucked up.
Yes.
Kind of like these books, they get you all hot and bothered. She read something in there that was a little
You really
dirty.
think I'm reading all of this and getting all hot and bothered?
Man, I fucking hope not. Jesus.
Because it gets weirder.
Damn it.
So, Bryce calls Fury. Fury tells her she's got a really dumb idea, but she's going to help her plan anyway. They are going to go to the Asteri Archives. Her and Hunt and Ruin and Cormac
They got a whole posse now.
and Therion, and I think Ethan planned to come along. And they're going to try to figure out what Sophie found that was such a big deal. So, before they do this, Ethan goes to the Prime, the head of the wolves.
Right.
The Prime reveals that mystic wolf he found in a tank. Do you remember that at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just... The prime wolf is not divisible by any other wolves, was what was coming into my head at the time. And I didn't know how to work that in and not make it a whole thing.
Okay.
So,
Okay. The Prime reveals the mystic wolf is Sabine's relative, which is a big deal because that means she could take Sabine's place, and Sabine is a bitch, nobody likes her.
right. She's a real cunt.
Yep. Basically, everybody's trying to get all their shit together because they're like, well, there's a non-zero chance we're gonna die doing this thing. So, Ethan does that. Therion goes to try to break off his engagement with the River Princess.
Bye, bitch.
That doesn't really work. The River Queen's like, no, you don't really get to do that.
That's not how that works.
So instead, he sells himself to the Viper Queen. So he's giving up his water legs, is what they call it. He's going to be a land dweller, officially.
Oh, so he's not going to be a fish person anymore?
No more fish person. And also, the Viper Queen, like, if she gives her blood to people, they become, like, addicted to her because she's got some weird thing in her blood. It's weird.
It's weird. Yep, that's a word for it. Fucking stupid is another.
Okay. Anyway, Ethan decides to stay behind and not go to the Asteri Palace so that he can guard this mystic wolf, because now that Sabine, he thinks, knows that this wolf exists, she might try to come after this other wolf and kill her.
Okay,
So Ethan's not going.
got it.
So Agent Daybright and Ruin do another mental conversation thing. And this time they have like telepathic sex.
No.
Okay.
They it's, That's like having text sex. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Or is it like have you seen Demolition Man?
I don't think so.
In Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock put on these weird goggle things to have sex with one another because they're not allowed to have human contact anymore because it's the future and that's gross. And you're not supposed to
What was
exchange
that weird
bodily
movie that you
fluids
made
anymore.
me? Barbarella?
Barbarella is amazing. I was going to bring that up earlier because I feel like this has a little bit of a Barbarella vibe because she's got titty lasers and that's kind of Barbarella-esque. But Demolition Man very much has that like psychic sex thing. It's a really bizarre scene. Also in that movie, instead of toilet paper, they have 3 seashells in the bathroom and Sylvester Stallone can't figure out how to wipe his ass. It's a great movie. We should definitely watch that.
Okay.
Also, all restaurants are Taco Bell, and they don't listen to actual music anymore. They just listen to old radio ads. So it's like old ads for the Jolly Green Giant and shit.
Are you done?
I'm done for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Daybreak says this thing that they're planning is almost definitely a trap set by the Asteri. They should not do it. They're gonna die. And, like, something happens with their weird connection and it starts to break up and she says the word dungeon and Rune goes like, oh shit, she must be in the dungeon at the palace. So now that's Rune's next objective.
She's in the dungeon at Snake Mountain?
Sure.
Okay.
They find out that Pippa, I guess, is still in this book. I forgot about this part.
Fucking Pippa. You cunt.
She's planning an attack on a lab near the Asteri Palace. So the plan is that Therian and Cormac are going to go to the lab and blow it up. 1, to thwart whatever Pippa's going to do, and 2, to distract the Asteri to make it easier for Bryce and Hunt and Ruin to break in.
Okay. There's so many characters at this point, it's hard to keep track of who's a good guy and who's a bad guy and who's like a weird tweener.
Okay. Well, it's going to be real clear in a minute.
I feel like Pippa's a tweener almost. Like, she's
she's very radical.
kind of a bad guy, but also just kind of like...
There's a scene where she like shoots random people just because they happen to be veneer. So...
Okay, so that's a little bit...
That's a pretty clear line in the sand.
Yeah, that's a heel move.
Yeah. Ruin tells Bryce that she should be queen, that, like, fuck their dad. He doesn't want it. The king...
I don't want it!
Yeah, he goes full Jon Snow for a second. And then...
What a bitch.
It should go to Bryce. Okay. They get to the Asteri Palace. Ruin goes to the dungeon. And then Bryce goes to this room that the numbers were referencing. And this is where it gets nuts again.
Again. Because we hadn't gone silly enough.
Bryce scanned the hall. The only thing in it was a set of crystal pipes with plaques beneath them. 7 pipes. The crystal floor glowed at her feet. 1 Asteri. Looks, there's another Asteri. Each of these plaques has the name of an Asteri on it. I don't think I ever told you the name, so that's why I'm not reading them.
Oh, okay. They're all probably fucking stupid, too, huh?
Well... Hesperus, the evening star.
Yeah, okay.
Polaris, the north star.
I mean, that's a real thing.
Eosporos, Octardis, Ostris.
TARDIS, that's, yeah, Tard. Yeah, that on with that.
Octardis, Justin. Sirius, Regulus. Regulus is the one who called them at the end of the last book and said, keep your mouth shut or we're going to kill you.
Right. He's got a cell phone, making phone calls.
The crystal at her feet flared, and Bryce had nowhere to go. As first light, pure and iridescent, ruptured. But nothing happened. The first light faded enough that Bryce cracked open her eyes to see it shooting up 6 of the pipes. She went rigid as she read the screen. Regulus power level, 65%. She turned to the next one. Ostris, power level, 76%. The Asteri fed on first light. The Asteri needed first light. They built their entire palace out of it to fuel and harness the first light that poured in. So when they do the drop...
Yeah, and they have to give up some of their energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remembered that.
Okay. Turns out that energy is going to the Asteri, and the Asteri are essentially eating it.
Nom 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 nom
They're
nom.
kind of like parasites, really. Then she has this realization that if they cut off this power supply for the Asteri, they could get rid of them. They'll die, and then they could get rid of them. So that's a big deal.
Okay. Do they want to do that?
Well, yeah, because the Asteri are the ones like putting people in slavery, and they had literal children in death camps at the beginning of this book, and threatened
Now, in
Bryce's
fairness,
life.
I've met a lot of kids. I can understand it in some regards.
Stop it. She walks into this other room, and there is a map of planets, and a lot of them have notes underneath them, and a lot of those notes are histories of the Asteri conquering those other planets.
One of them's like, Pluto, not a planet anymore. And then they scratch it out and put, is a planet. And then they scratch it out and put, not a planet anymore.
Sure.
They just can't fucking decide about Pluto.
But one of them says, like...
Justice for Pluto.
Okay. One of them says that the natives discovered what they were doing and fought them off the planet. So they're gonna try to get back there at some point.
The savages.
Yeah, the savages. Sure. Also, this is when she learns that they tried to conquer Hell with one L. Remember, it is a planet.
Right.
That's why Hell wants to fight the Asteri, because they saw the Asteri for what they were and are now trying to enact their own revenge.
Are any of the planets Uranus? I just imagine with all the sex, there's a lot of anus.
Okay.
Uranus, my anus, her anus.
Are you done?
Butt jokes.
Okay. We go back to the lab. Was that fun for you?
Just snuck in a
How
fart.
old are you?
Oh man. Fart sounds, that's good stuff.
Okay.
Alright.
We go back to the lab that they're trying to blow up. Cormac pulls like a suicide bomber thing. He blows up the whole lab and himself. So Cormac is dead.
He goes full ISIS.
He does.
Alright.
He's dead. Rune gets caught by Murdoch, who's, I don't remember what his name is, but he's a real bad dude.
Okay.
Real bad dude. I'm not sure if you remember him. So.
RBD, real bad dude.
Real bad dude, yeah. Regulus finds Bryce in this room with the maps and the history of the conquest, and he reveals that Prince Peleus, who was one of the first Fae on this planet, closed all the portals when he figured out what the Asteri were doing. So
are they stuck there now?
they are stuck there. They can't get anywhere else,
Okay.
which means that eventually they're gonna eat all the people on this planet.
Num num num.
So either they go somewhere else or they die.
Got it.
And this is their thing. They're colonizers. They go other places. They treat the people like shit. They
Eat them.
take advantage. Yes. Yeah. Basically, that's why you find out that Regulus lured Bryce there, because Bryce has the horn on her back. She can open portals, so they need her there.
So
to
they can open portals to go to other planets.
Eat some more people.
Eat some more people. But wouldn't she then be like, well, fuck it, open up the portal, get the fuck out of here. You guys can kick rocks.
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I'm 2 steps ahead.
Sure.
I should have wrote this book.
Also, the shifters, like Danica and Therion, well, maybe not Therion, Danica and the other dog shifters and the hind who turns into like a deer,
That's stupid power.
they're also Fae. They just came from a different planet, so they're a different kind of Fae.
Alien Fae.
Alien Fae.
Okay.
Yes. All kinds
Not
of-
alien like no papers. Alien like other planet.
Yes.
Got it.
Thanks for the clarification.
Well, somebody's got to be clear about it. Are they green and have big black eyes?
No,
Oblong heads?
they look like people, they just also turn into animals.
The real aliens don't look like people.
I know.
They're green or gray and they've
Okay.
got oblong heads and big black eyes. Aliens.
Are you done?
They're out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you done?
For now.
Okay. Everybody gets captured because it was, in fact, a trap.
It's a full January 6th kind of thing. It was a big insurrection. They all got caught.
Yeah.
Now they're all going to jail.
Basically, yeah. We find out it's kind of revealed, like, Rune and maybe Baxian? Rune and someone else. It might have been Hunt, actually. Rune and Hunt are down in the dungeon looking for Agent Daybright, and then the Hind comes in, and Rune feels like that mental connection click into place. And that's when he finds out that the Hind is Agent Daybright. So this known torturer enforcer for the Asteri is this woman he was mentally fucking.
Cool.
Double agent
Fucking a murderer.
for the rebels.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not too happy about that right now.
Well, he's still got his dick wet.
Okay. But she comes in and kills the Harpy, who's another bad angel person.
Okay.
The
Well, that's a
hearts.
good thing.
That is a good thing, because she's trying to get them out of there. Like, she's kind of in ruin at this point. She doesn't want him to die. So she's
She's
trying.
conflicted. She's like, I'm kind of a badass, but also, I kind of like you.
Okay. But she killed the Harpy, so no more Harpy. We have to make it appear real, she said to Bryce, to Ruin. The information lines can't be broken. Do you understand? Bryce did, apparently. I shouldn't enjoy this so much. Before Rune could react, his sister punched the shifter in the face, So that's Lydia. She just punched the hind in the
Sucker
face.
punch.
Yep. Boom.
Knuckle sandwich.
Bryce leapt upon the hind, fist flying, and the harpy's blood on the floor smeared all over them both. Hunt struggled against his chains, and Rune got to his feet, lunging toward them. Pollux appeared in the doorway. Pollux is the hammer.
Oh, okay. He needed an extra name.
Well, the hammer is his nickname. His actual name is Pollux. He's
I guess
an angel.
I guess it would be weird to call somebody the Hammer all
Yeah,
the time.
it's a weird name.
Come over here, the Hammer.
Yeah. He looked at the dead harpy, beheld Bryce bloodied with the hind beneath her, beheld Rune advancing, and drew his sword. Rune could have sworn the hind whispered something in Bryce's ear before Pollux grabbed Bryce by the neck and hauled her off. "Hello, princess," he said. So they orchestrated this fight to make it seem like the hind is not on their side, because the hind is still trying to stay undercover.
Right.
And there was that whisper moment. That's going to become important later. They take them up to the Asteri. There's a portal in the Asteri throne room.
I thought they didn't have any more portals.
They do. They just can't get them open.
Oh, okay. So it's like a big circle with nothing going on in the middle, like a Stargate thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're all handcuffed, and Regulus, the Asteri, reveals that in the beginning of the book, do you remember?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably not.
Well, Bryce walked into her apartment, and Ethan was there, and there was like a white cat on his lap, and they thought it was Adis. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Hellcat.
That was Regulus pretending to be Adis.
Okay.
So it was set up from the absolute beginning. He wants Bryce to open this portal to get to the original Fae so that they can reconquer them, and then they're going to go fuck up hell.
Okay.
They need more food.
Nom nom nom.
Yum, yum, yum. They start saying goodbye. The hind sneaks some keys to Bryce so she's able to unlock her handcuffs. And then Bryce manages to sneak those same keys to Hunt and Rune. Let's see.
This is like in a James Bond movie where the villain is giving away the whole plan and they're all just kind of standing there getting out of their handcuffs while they're explaining the whole plan and nobody's paying that close of attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of those classic movies moments there.
Yeah. So Rune and Bryce start doing like a mental conversation because that's one of the things that Rune can do.
Okay.
And he said, enter her mind, grab the star sword when you go, which is his super fancy Fae sword.
Right.
It's yours. Take it. You'll need it. You got the chains unhooked? Yes. She'd used the key the hind had slipped her to unlock Hunt's and Rune's manacles. Good. I told Athalar the signal. You ready? No. Rune pressed his brow against hers. We need armies, Bryce. We need you to go to hell through that gate and bring hell's armies back with you to fight these bastards. But if Apollion's cost is too high, don't come back to this world. Her brother pulled away, and Rune said, long live the queen. Bryce didn't give the others a chance to puzzle it out. She flicked her wrist, the chains falling to the floor as she grabbed the star sword and whirled toward Regulus. She pulled the power out, and before the bright hand could shout, blasted him with starlight. So,
Titty lasers.
titty lasers in full effect. She's running toward the portal. She goes through the portal, and that's where that ends. Like, the whole chapter ends with Bryce going through the portal. There's another chapter that starts, and it's Asteri giving Hunt another slave tattoo, but you get the feeling it's, like, a lot worse. It's a lot more painful for him, like the barbed wire thing on his
Right,
head.
yeah.
So he's officially a slave again, which is what
Yay.
he did not want.
Yeah. He just wanted to sit with his 18 abs on a beach and drink a beer, and this bitch fucked up his whole life again.
Yeah. I'm not going to read you the whole last chapter, but I'm going to read parts of it.
So she shot her titty lasers at Homeboy. Is he dead?
No.
No.
The Asteri can't really die
Okay.
Not like
Unless
that.
they run out of food from the pipes.
unless they run out of food.
Right.
And that's part of the reason Bryce is going through this portal. She's going to go to hell, get some armies from these princes of hell, and maybe figure out a way to defeat the Asteri. Because right now they don't know. They don't know. Starlight didn't do it, though. They know that.
Okay.
Not enough. So, are you ready for the last chapter?
I've been waiting for the last chapter for, we have 41 minutes right now? Yeah.
Well, okay. Hell had grass and mist.
Okay.
She had to get up, had to start moving before one of Hell's creatures sniffed her out. She had to get up, find a way to aid us. The mist parted ahead, peeling back to reveal a gentle turquoise river, perhaps 50 feet from where she was. She was on someone's clipped, immaculate lawn. And across the river, emerging from the mist, a city, ancient and beautiful, Something icy and sharp pressed against her throat. A cool male voice spoke above her in a language she did not recognize. The words and tone were clear enough. Don't fucking move. The male voice demanded something in that strange language, and Bryce stayed on her knees. He hissed, and then a strong hand clamped on her shoulder, hauling her up and twisting her to face him. She glimpsed black boots, dark armor, wings, great black wings, a demon's wings. With the male face that stared through the mist, it was beautiful, despite the fact that his hazel eyes held no mercy. Then she starts saying, I need to find Adis. Is this hell? Can you take me to Adis? Begging, because she just doesn't know where she is. With scarred hands, the demon pulled a scrap of black cloth from a hidden pocket in his armor. He held it up to his face, putting it on, so it's a blindfold. He's going to blindfold her, because he's figured out at this point they don't speak the same language. They were flying.
I don't understand the need for a blindfold at this point.
Well, he has no idea where the fuck she came from either. So, it's like, she doesn't know. He doesn't know.
What kind of secrets has he got that he's got to keep from her? I don't want you figuring out where the fuck we are.
Okay.
Doesn't make any sense.
Floorboards groaned beneath his boots, and then Bryce found herself again on solid ground. He led her by the hand and pushed her down, and then she sat in a chair. He spoke in that voice, and she shook her head. I don't understand you. I don't know Hell's languages. But Adis, Prince Adis? Please, I need to find Prince Adis. My world, Midgard, it's in danger. Adis, get fucking Adis. Then she looked around the house, dark oak wood floors and furniture. The male watched cautiously. Where am I? What level of hell? Hell, he said. Yes, hell. What level? Pit, chasm. The front door and the foyer opened, and multiple people rushed in, all speaking that strange language.
Is hell with one L the same as like hell to us? Like it's where monsters and demons, because it's say different levels of hell. Is it implied that it's the same kind of hell, or is it like I understand that it's a planet, but is it?
Yeah, there are supposed to be different levels.
It's like the devil with
levels.
monsters and demons and all kinds of stuff. Okay.
Except it's a planet and not like an underworld thing.
Well, pretty grass and mist and a turquoise river don't really sound like hell.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Any idea where she is right now?
I feel like this is tied to one of the other books at this point.
Okay. Let's see. Another winged male, broader than the other, swaggered in, also wearing clothes that seemed out of some sort of fantasy film. I've been trying to ask him, but he doesn't understand. In this hell. Is this hell? I need to see Prince Adis. Bryce swallowed hard. She knew only one other language, and that one, and then it just trails off. Bryce said in the ancient language of the Fae, is this world hell? I need to see Prince Adis. There's another woman there who's described as petite with dark hair. And she says, what the fuck? No one has spoken that language in this world for 15,000 years.
But
she speaks it.
How the fuck does she know it then?
Because she's old as dirt.
Somebody's speaking it.
Yeah. Please, I need to find Prince Adis. I don't know who that is. Apollyon then. Surely you know the Prince of the Pit. I do not know of such people. This world is not hell. Then where am I? What world is this? And then another guy walks in. Bryce pleads with a petite female. My world, Midgard. I'm in grave danger. I didn't mean to come here. I meant to go to hell to get aid for the princes. I don't know what this world is or how to find hell. I need your help. The female repeats, translates to this other guy in the room, and then goes, he wants to know what your name is. She says, my name is Bryce Quinlan. The guy steps forward, tucking in his wings, and says in the old language, hello, Bryce Quinlan. My name is Rysand.
Jesus Christ.
And that's why the book, there's an epilogue.
There's an epilogue.
But that's the cliffhanger.
Stupid.
That's literally the last line.
So they just tie together the other books.
Uh-huh. I told you this was going to happen, though.
I mean, I'll give it to you. You wrote 798 pages of slop, but then it's like, well, now I need more slop. Can I have more slop, please?
There is an epilogue where Ethan decides that the safest thing to do for this mystic wolf that he's been guarding is to just break her out and take her with him. But that's the end of the book.
Okay.
The very last line. Hello, Bryce. My name is Rysand.
So now you're back in this other world of all these other books that we've already read.
Yep. How mad are you?
I mean, a part of me is like, well, now I want to know what happens. But then another part of me is like, this book went for fucking ever and had way too many characters, and now you just brought in a whole other book's worth of fucking characters. And I assume they're going to come together.
We'll see.
Christ.
You'll see. I already know. But
you already know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Is Meatloaf in the next book?
No, he's not.
Damn it.
Okay. What do you think I rated this one?
A fucking 2?
No.
You probably gave it a 3.
No, I actually give it a 4.
Oh. This
I
was
mean,
too
it's
much.
a lot. It is a lot of book, but, like, I appreciate the effort.
Thank you for the slop.
Okay.
More slop, please. Slop, slop, slop.
As a matter of fact, yes, because we've still got one more of these books to go
God
through.
damn it. And then she's not even done writing this shit.
I think she does plan to do another Crescent City book eventually, but she's going back to the ACOTAR series first.
Okay.
Okay.
But they're going to be loosely, at the very least, tied together.
You'll see.
Christ. Slop.
Okay. Follow us on Facebook and TikTok, FAE Podcast.
We're ticking and talking, kids.
Yeah, we are. And we will see you next time with Crescent City Part 3.
Yay.
Justin's excited.
Bye.